Good morning, Year 2. Well done on your work yesterday on apostrophes. I'm so impressed with how quickly you picked it up. Have a little think now, I'll give you a minute. Can you remember why we would use an apostrophe? Brilliant, well done. Hopefully you remember that we use an apostrophe to show that somebody owns something. We're talking about Miss Wilson's dress, Miss Wilson's pen, Miss Spearman's book, whatever it is you're talking about, and the apostrophe comes before the S. And you all picked up on that really quickly, so well done. Today, first of all, we're going to read the next page in our story, The Bee Who Spoke. And lots of you enjoyed the start of this story, so let's see what happened next. Okay. Once upon a time, in the great city of Paris, near Rue Saint-Rustique, in the 18th arrondissement, there lived a girl named Belle. Belle loved the city, and the city loved her. She knew its alleyways and avenues, its rhythms, noises, colours, and people by heart. She knew that Monsieur Talgard opened his bakery every morning at 7, Madame Babineau watered her sunflowers at 8, and the bells of Sacré-Cœur marked 9 o'clock, a full minute after all the other city bells. But much as Belle loved the city and the city loved her, there was a small piece of her heart in another place altogether. Every year around this time, as the days grew longer, the weather warmer, and ice-cold lemonade became a priority, Belle and her parents would make a very special journey. Belle's trip required careful preparation. For days beforehand she packed and repacked her bag with her most treasured possessions. 1 penknife, a gift from her father, 5 pencils, each sharpened to a point, 1 magnifying glass, polished to a shine, 1 new camera, saved up for and bought. She added a croissant for emergencies, and last but not least, a brand new journal. If you were to ask anyone in Montmartre about Belle, they would say, Belle sees it all. So she did, and it was all recorded in her journal. Brilliant. So now we know she's going on her special journey, and that she's packed very carefully. She's packed a penknife, some pencils, a magnifying glass, a camera, a croissant, and her journal. So what we're going to do today is use our apostrophes to write what Belle packed in her bag, and then we're going to think about what we would pack in our bag if we were going on a trip. Now, because it's Belle's rucksack, I'm going to start with in Belle's. It's her rucksack. She owns it. I need my apostrophe there. In Belle's rucksack, she packed. What did she pack? Let me have a look at the text. Oh, she packed 1 penknife. Belle's penknife. Really important remembering that apostrophe. She owns that penknife. It says it was a gift from her father. So it used to be her father's penknife. It's now Belle's penknife. What did she pack next? She packed 5 pencils. Belle's 5 pencils. What next? A magnifying glass polished to a shine. And that's hers. Belle's magnifying glass. Then she packed a camera. She saved up and bought that for herself. So that's Belle's camera. Then she added a croissant. Now, it's now her croissant. We don't know where it came from, but we'll call it Belle's croissant. And can you see every single time, because it's hers, I'm putting the apostrophe before the S. If there was more than 1 Belle, we'd just say Belle's with no apostrophe, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what she owns. And last but not least is her important journal, which will come up again later in the story. Belle's journal. The first thing I'd like you to do at the end of the video is to, in your book, write down the things that Belle packed. Pick at least 3 of the things that Belle packed. If you did them all, that would be amazing. And then after that, as a challenge, I want you to think about what you would pack in your rucksack if you were going on a trip with your family. But I don't just want you to think about what you take for you. I want you to think about what you would take for other people. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So in my rucksack, I packed. So I'm just going to start by saying I packed my book. my book, but the only apostrophe was talking about me. And my sister was coming with me, and my sister didn't have room in her bag for her teddy. So I packed my sister's teddy, my sister's. She owns that. I've only got one sister, not two. She owns that. So I put the apostrophe, my sister's teddy. And then for my brother, I think he might get bored. I'm going to take him a game. My brother's, and it's his game that I've taken for him. He owns it. My brother's game. Apostrophe before the S. And then I'm also going to pack some of my dad's snacks. He makes really good snacks. So my dad's snacks with an apostrophe. And then I might also pack my mum's map so we don't get lost. And they don't belong to me, those things. They belong to other people. So I need to remember the apostrophe to show they belong to them. I've got a copy in my book as well that I've written handwritten. So I'll take a picture and put it below as a waggle for you so you can see what to do. With the first slide and the second slide on the page. So send me a picture when you're done. I can't wait to see what you pack in your rucksack. Don't forget those apostrophes. If you own it or somebody else owns it, the apostrophe comes before the S.